Hello guys, welcome back. In the previous videos, you have already understood how do you declare an array, what is an array, the different ways of initialization such as static initialization as well as dynamic initialization. Now let's dive into the problems. The first question what we try to see over here is some of the elements of the array. So here let's try to understand what is the question. So given some size and then next 5 elements, we just need to add all those 5 elements and we need to print the output, which is the total sum. So now here from where we are supposed to start, we'll be starting our value from the index 0. So we can assume that I value starts from 0. It goes until the value 4. Means the index basically 4. You can assume that the size is 5. So every time the current value of I, how do you access the current value? ARR of I gives you the current value of the respective value. So now what we'll be taking, we'll be taking some variable called sum, which is initialized to 0. Every time we'll try to add the current value to that. So initially sum 0. So let's go take some value initialized to 0. All right. So now what we'll be doing, we'll be writing a loop for int I equals 0, go until the last I increased by 1. All right. So now every time what we are supposed to do, add the current value into your respect to sum. So what is the current value? ARR of I. So now sum plus equals ARR of I. So let's try to iterate it. So initially sum value is 0, 0 plus 10, the value is 10. So updating the sum to 10. All right. So next I value is increased. So then once you increase the I value, so 10 plus 20, the value becomes 30. So the current sum is now 30. All right. Once again, I value is increased. So 30 plus 30, the value would be 60. So sum is updated to the value 60. Again, I value is increased. Now I is at the index 3. So 60 plus 40, the value would be 100. Now so far the sum is the value 100. And one last iteration. Let's go increase the value of I by 1. So now I is 4. 4 less than 5, true. So now 100 plus 50, the value would be 150. So far we can say that we got the value, which is the total sum, 150. Now if you increase the value of I by 1, I is going beyond the range, means we are done with our loop. 5 is not less than 5. So you come outside that and you'll be printing the value of the sum. So we say printf %ld, comma, sum. So let's try to do the same thing in our online compiler. So scanning is already completed. Let's write only the logic. Int sum initialized to 0. Take the loop for int I equals 0. I less than the size. I increased by 1. So every time increase the current value to the sum. And once it is done, we'll be just printing the value of our sum. So %ld, comma, sum. So let's run it. So let's try to give the value size 5. So 10, 20, 30, 40, as well as 50. So we got the sum to 150. Maybe once again, let's run. Maybe the value is 3, 4, minus 7, 8. So you get basically 4 minus 7 is minus 3. Minus 3 plus 8 is the value 5. So this is how it works. So that is all for this video, guys. Thanks for watching. See you guys in the next one.